Now then, welcome back to another episode on the FTOG server, playing some more Quantus. Welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me once again on the Quantus FTOG server. I've been doing a little bit more towards my portals. We did all of this kind of stuff last episode, but a few bits and pieces I've just changed, like just having an internal jumping around from the crafting area to the magic cave to the tavern, just basically picking up food, doing sleeping, because that's technically my sleeping area at the minute, and going to the crafting area, of course. I've also set up my ender portal for the different areas as well, and in here I've got the tavern, the magical cave, the power plant, which is right here, and spawn tower as well, so I can go to spawn tower, and my crafting hotspot, so I can get just back to anywhere I need to fairly quickly, which is nice. Put that in there. In fact, I should probably put that in my ender chest, and then I can use it when I need it. Alright, this is going to be a power plant, right? This is going to be a power plant, and this is going to be the office to the power plant. But I've got no plans for doing anything about it today. So I just started here because that's where we ended up last episode. I do plan on doing all sorts of different power supplies and testing out different power generation methods in here. Not because I need the power, because there's obviously nothing I need power for right now, but because I want to experiment with the different power types and see what I like. The whole immersive engineering power supply, all these wheels and windmills and stuff, it's all very, very cool looking. It's all very cool looking, but it's not exactly high-tech, lots and lots of power. Like, give me a big reactor, and I'm well away. So there's lots of other things that we can do in later eras, as well as in this era, but this will be where we're testing it all out. So I will be doing more power supply stuff later on. Today, there's one power supply that I wanted to check out, and it actually revolves around going to the tavern. So let's go to the tavern. A long, long while ago, it seems now. A long, long while ago. Hi, guy. How you doing? Creeper. It's still that, just a little bit creeper. A long time ago, we started doing this tavern as a food supply area, right? And we did a little farm upstairs, and I did a little farm when the Botania stuff started getting done, and so we've got a Botania farm going on. Why am I flying up the stairs? Let's get up the stairs. And this has been a long-term sitting out here project. It hasn't been doing anything for a long time. This is kind of my original first farm on the server kind of farm. And it served me well because I've come along here to get the wheat and potatoes and carrots and some other string and things. And I also use it for all my magenta wool. So it's been serving my purposes for a while still. It does have a nice little look over the balcony of the high-tech food processing plant, which we currently don't have, but we do have some technology towards it now, which is cool. And then we've got this area for the actual feeding and processing of animals, and I'm supposed to deliver goods into that box there to let it automatically feed the animals and sort it all out and everything like that. But as of yet, I haven't had an automatic farming system, so today I'm going to set up an automatic farming system. Now, I've got a few things in my inventory for making this farmer from actually additions. We've taken iron blocks and turned them into Nora crystals, and we made some iron casing, which was pretty simple as well. It's a lens. Iron casing, pretty simple to do. The farm is supposed to be doing a 9x9 area in front of it. Every operation uses 1,500 RF per... Well, every operation uses 1,500 RF, right? And I've also taken to using a culinary generator from Extra Utilities, which, well, it kind of makes sense. If I put a generator down here, look, if I put it here, you'll see. What's that? Oh, there's the blocks there, the stone block cover blocks, right? If I put one carrot in there, right? One carrot is already over 1,500 RF, which means that the process it took to create to pluck the carrot, at least one carrot, harvest it, turned into more energy than it took to harvest it. And most likely I'm going to have more than one carrot. So what I'm planning on doing is having something like carrots going into here, so that as the harvest happens, the carrots get put into a culinary generator and generate power for the farmers to work. So all I got to do now is have a quick clear out of this area. There's at least 2 9x9 areas I can see here easily. One on this side and one on that side. I may check out to see if I can do anything a little bit closer. Like have my farming station here, at the end here. Let's just chop this down. Farming station at the end here. Let's go there. And then have a 9x9 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it would go in front of it there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is about that across. That's 9 across. So, yeah, it might work out that we have a 9x9 where the animal pens were. We will have 9x9 auto farms and keep these kind of just picturesque farms. They'll just be just looking nice for pictures, just looking nice for the balcony, and have an automated farm on the inside and move animals over to a different area. All of these sheep that are the wool coloured, I suppose I might keep them somewhere. I might keep a pair just in with the sheep so that they can get bred. And every time a sheep is killed, I'll get a mutton chunk and a magenta wool at the same time. So it'll also be a wool farm for each of the different colours, which would be nice. That'd be awesome. So, yeah, let me start removing all these fence posts that I carefully set up. Oh, actually, maybe I do keep the fence posts as they are. I suppose I could keep them. As long as there's soil or dirt in there, and maybe a water source block somewhere, I might be able to get away with this. Just some of these bits broken down. Make that into the 9x9 harvesting area. It's not quite a 9x9, but close enough to a harvesting area to keep things tidy. And have a culinary generator for each one. So I'll make another farmer. I'll make another culinary generator. And I'll be back once I've cleared the animals out. Well, every single operation seems to cost 1,500 RF. And so, yeah, I'm going to need a lot of carrots. I'm going to need a lot of carrots to sort it out. I suppose I could do it myself. Do I even have... I don't even have anymore. I don't even have a hoe anymore. Maybe I've got it in my little white bag of tricks. Strange. Yeah, I got a hoe. If I hoe, is it going to say I don't need to worry about it anymore? Am I going to need a water source? Because it's not going to need to be hoed very often. It's started to plant. This is good. I can get rid of all the grass though. I don't need any of the grass anymore because the sheep have gone. I moved all of the sheep into the sheep pen to be fed and, well, just to generate wool from there, really. Generate wool from the meat farm just by harvesting sheep that way. What? Come on. Can you plant faster? Can you plant a bit faster? Do you need me to plant for you? Shall I do some planting for you? Just to keep this going. I want to try and see if I need a water source or whether there's going to be constantly enough vegetation in the ground growing for me not to need to worry about it. I mean, I can add other things in, like, well, I suppose there's other things that I can do. I don't know exactly what I want to do. Might put a worms down there to fertilise the land that way. There's also a farmland. There's also a farmland. Okay, this is farmland. There's also that. Okay, that's working. Let's put some potatoes in. Make sure it's all growing properly. And let's see now. Okay, so that is feeding everything. Well, it's getting done. Is it harvesting, though? Is it harvesting, though? It's currently trying to do all of the hoeing still. So it's using up... It's trying to do hoeing. Well, I suppose while I do this... Oh, yeah, it does take it out and replant it, no doubt. Okay, what does it do with it? It puts it there for the seeds. Good. So it refills the seeds automatically. What happens when it doesn't have space? Then is that going to be when it starts putting it into the machine next to it, or the inventory next to it? That's what I'm going to find out next. So I gotta let all this grow up a little bit. Oh, look, it didn't do it in time. Okay, can I bone meal and grab loads of that? I'll try and finish this off. Let's fill this before we get there. Oh, these ones will stay nicely. Good. And it'll keep doing these. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I want to know if it needs me to use a transfer node to transfer the carrots up into the generator, or whether it will do that automatically once this is full. So I'm going to have to leave it for a bit and do lots of bone meal farming. We're nearly all sorted with this. This isn't taking me too long at all. One of the things I had to build, which isn't too hard, is one of these reconstructors from Actually Additions. We did quite a bit of Actually Additions today. They actually add additions. Zop. Zop. I love them lasers. Awesome. So the windmill is charging the laser. I thought I'd make the most of that little power supply because I don't use it very often. So it can recharge, and then as I need it, I can come along and just pick them up from here. And this is the other block that we're going to be using to make the farming station. Another thing, let me go down this way, that way. Which way should I? Let's go in here. Let's go in here. Another thing that I've been doing with the portals was I set up a wall for the portals. Check it out. This at the minute is just leading into the farms quickly. It will eventually lead into a better place into the farms. But check it out. Check it out. I was originally intending on putting the portal in here, the portal frame in here. But I decided to do it over this wall instead. As if we check on the map, the wall behind me leads into some empty space. Whereas the wall in front of me doesn't lead into any empty space. So that leads to a tower, and that leads to the food processing area. And this could have a whole section behind here that's not explored yet, or a whole room or whatever that could be done. So I decided to organise it a bit like that. Right? So I've got a bit of decoration that I'm still working on. I'm not sure what I like and what I don't like and how I can do it. Some of these pictures are 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of these, yeah, a lot of these pictures are 4 wide. So I can't do a 4 wide and a 3 wide. This is 4 as well. Can't do a 4 wide and a 3 wide. I need a 3 wide, something or other to go in there. And I did this little design, jungle trapdoor picture, jungle trapdoor, on both sides to symmetrify it all. Because in this one, I needed to have access to a wooden storage crate. So I could put ender pearls in a wooden storage crate. Right? Why am I putting ender pearls in a wooden storage crate, I hear you ask? Well, you're about to find out. Open these doors, and we have the portal from Ender Utilities. And also the infuser and the workstation. So the tool station is there. So I've got the tool workstation so I can change and manipulate portal crystals. And also this here, the Ender Infuser, so I can charge my Ender Porter, my personal Ender Porter. So it's all about the Ender Pearls. So the Ender Pearls just come in from behind here. From here, I restock here. They go in and restock this. Keep this full up so that when I recharge, I can charge it all the way up to the full and be done with it. And this has got World Spawn and Spawn Tower. So World Spawn is the iron farm, way over there in World Spawn chunks. And Spawn Tower is obviously the centre of all of the action and where the enchanting table is and the portal to, the command block to the mining dimension and all that. Hey, Stucker. Hey. So yeah, I hid that in there. And next door to that, I have hidden a pigman. I moved my nether portal to next door to it. So now, if they're both open, which I don't intend to have them open, they look kind of cool like that. If they're both on as well, they're even better. Let me turn this one on. It's blue for world spawn. There we go. So now we've got 2 places, 2 portals leading out of the base. Nice, yeah? And other locations around the world that I decide I can do another 6 locations around the world. Important locations that I think I need to. Maybe Witch Farm. I've still got to check interdimensional. I think there's a different thing for interdimensional. I'll test that out another time though. And keeping pigmen at bay. I also put in here some sound mufflers so I don't have to listen to pigmen and I don't have to listen to the portal all the time. Just to clean things up nicely. But we'll leave that open for now because I'll be going back through that in a minute. I'm still working on decorating the hall area. But now we've got these, I should be able to make another one of those. Thank you very much. There's another farmer at least, yeah. And I've been working on that culinary generator and it works fine. It works fine. But maybe I need less or more. I don't know. Maybe I need less or more. I don't really need another one. I think one could work for both. I think I could do it all with one. And I would like to. But at the same time, there's nothing really connecting power up at the minute apart from a little bit of the immersive engineering. There's immersive engineering that I can use right now. But I can just stash a culinary generator right next to it and it will work that way as well. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'm always going to have spare power in it, is what I'm saying. I'm going to have plenty of power for it to do lots of operations all very quickly. Okay, so this is what I've got set up over here at the minute for carrots. And I'm sticking to full-on carrots there. Sticking to full-on carrots. Got a culinary generator underneath, which is receiving the excess carrots and making plenty of power. So it's keeping it fully stocked with power just off carrots. Carrot power! Yes. I also put in the worms to grow them faster. So it will make these operations take less time. On this one, because I hoed all the grass, I got a load more worms, so I put more worms down. Why not, eh? Why not? And I'm going to do the same sort of thing here now. So I need to do a wheat as well, don't I? So we're going to go with this, and down this way, I'll just do that, yeah. Down here, I'm going to put a transfer node on the bottom of that, yeah. I found that it doesn't automatically transfer. Surprise, surprise, it doesn't automatically transfer. But a transfer node will pull out of the output section and put it into another location. So, like, if I put that in there, it will try and plant it. If I put it in there, the transfer node will take it out and try and generate power from it. Yeah? So that's going to be sorted for there. This, though, needs to be wheat seeds, doesn't it? It needs to be wheat seeds. So the wheat goes in one place and the wheat seeds go somewhere else. That's what we need on here. So I'll just dump all them in there for now. It will slowly but surely work and function. And if I do this, I think I could probably make a crafting area as well if I really wanted. I could probably craft stuff up as well if I really wanted. But what I actually want to do is send those bits and pieces from here all the way over to the other area. Are you gonna... Oh, wheat is not gonna automatically go into the culinary generator, is it? Okay. So maybe I do need the carrots from over that side go into here. Maybe I do need a carrot farm powering both. Okay. I'm going to try something different. Try something different instead. So I'm going to do the carrot farm over here, right? And then I'm going to take the carrots out of here using a transfer node. That should be straightforward and simple right now, yes? Should be straightforward and simple. And then from the transfer node, yeah, that's right. I'm going to take them up into the air, so up into the upper area over here. Take it up, 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 and then bring it across here. So up above like this, which means I can take it anywhere I want, but I want to take it this way. And I'm going to stock up these two things here and then carry on going this way. Right, so anything that can go into those, or any carrots that can go into those, will start going into those first, right? And then the rest of it will start coming this way. And what I'm going to do here is do the same sort of thing, but instead of having it going that way, which it can't possibly do, I'm probably going to set it up so that we've got something here, another chest or something here. There's actually this chest here that I could probably use. Too much stuff. Too much stuff. Don't want to do it yet. I'll have it going into the chest here. Right. All of this going into the chest here. and then from there we'll start heading back out and putting it into the feeding mechanisms, right? But I do need to have an on-off switch device in there as well. So I need at some point here some way to turn off the transfer of items, and the rest of it can kind of sort of work itself out. So from that storage there, I kind of need an extension to turn off the animal farms, and I need a way to turn off these farms as well. I don't know if these have got a redstone. Yeah, there we go. We've got a redstone on, so that would only be on when the redstone's on, right? So I should be able to turn these on and off as we need to, right? So at the minute I'll leave them on always on, but I can make it so that these will only be powering the farms when I've got a redstone signal saying, yes, please, turn it on. Okay, so now I want to try and connect it up. The only real connection method I've got is wires from Immersive Engineering. So let's see if we can do it, right? Let's put it on the back here, because it shouldn't take up too much space, should it? Should look okay. Yeah, and I can walk through these wires, which means that we can have... Oh man, look at all that. Already transferring tons of resources. There we go. So that's already going to be working, making the carrots. The carrots are then going to get sucked out through the transfer node and get put into here, where it's going to make more power to go and do the carrots. Anything that can't go into here will carry on going until it gets to that stockpile there and then go to feed the animals. And if I do the same on this side, it was nice to be able to put the culinary generator underneath using one of these little transfer nodes and generate power directly, but I suppose it's not going to happen, so I'm going to have to do this instead. And this still looks kind of cool, I suppose. Kind of cool. It's kind of got things going on here. I would actually like to make a post out of it. I actually brought a couple of posts. I don't know if I'm going to use the posts in this way though, because I might do a couple of posts like this, so I can wrap the wires to it instead, and I believe I can just put this relay on here. So if I put a relay on there, nope. Put a relay on there, nope. Okay, do I hit it with a hammer? This is the bit I don't know now. Right, let's take that back. Do I hit it with a hammer? Hit it with a hammer, so I want it this side. I don't want that side. Can I get rid of that now? Thank you. Can I hit it with a hammer on this side? Yes. And then put a relay there. Yes. Okay. So put a relay on here like that. And then take my wires and take that off there. Can I attach a wire to there? Yeah, I get it. Give me that back then. I need that relay. That will stay the same there. Okay. So I can do that and put it onto that relay. And then I can do this again, put another one of these on here. Like so. Even though I can walk through these wires, it just makes sense to make them a little bit more neat looking, like that. So I can take the power that way, and then I'm not walking through the power cables all the time. Makes a bit more sense as well, yeah? And makes the place look a little bit cooler, because there's something else going on that isn't going on otherwise. We'll take this off, and let's see. Can we put this on quickly? Is it going to be easy this time? Do I just go right click there? Yes, I do. Okay. Well, that's easier than I thought it was. I've never tried that before. This is the first time with Immersive Engineering as well. So you can expect lots of derps when I do things like this all the time. And that can go onto there like that. And then we've got this one from there to there like that. So there we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. And I was thinking of doing something down the middle here, some kind of... I don't know. I don't really need to do any of this. I don't need to really put this on here as well. I can break these off. It just didn't feel right just being stuck up there on its own, to be honest. That's what I didn't want. I didn't want it stuck up there on its own. But it does look okay like that. I will grab that chest and that'll be done as well. So now this side will be doing wheat. So it'll do wheat seeds and wheat, which won't go anywhere other than to the stockpile and then out. So it'll just go basically straight out, any of this stuff. Oh, where's that going? In my inventory. Get out of my inventory. Give it to here. So, yeah, this stuff will go in this way, actually. So let's go here. Let's get rid of that. Break. Break now. Break. Thank you. And then we'll go this way instead. So this will go straight out this way and go straight towards the farms. I just need to break this through here. And I don't think I need to worry about where it's going this way now. And then out that way a little bit more, so we can go out and up. Let's take these out. Let's take this bit out as well. Okay. And then we can bring this in from here. And do I take these ones out? Yes, I do. Okay. And then lead the pipe all the way along here. All the way along here. And then across here. Do I want to go up any higher? No, I can do it at my head height. This should be fine. And then it goes up into that. Yeah? Should be okay. What have I done there? I've got that there. Get rid of that. And put that one in there. That's where you're supposed to go. Okay, so now anything from the wheat and seeds will go over here and get put into these to be able to feed wheat and seeds to the animals over here, which is all but the pigs are getting bred at that rate. The carrots I still need to bring across, and I still need to figure out a way of stopping it when I don't want it. This I can just put some on-off switches on, which I'm going to do very shortly, and get some sort of storage there that I can turn on and off. And so it's slightly more overcomplicated than I expected it to be when I first started out this. I expected it to be a nice little simple thing and then just transfer nodes, transferring stuff around. But we are getting plenty of carrots from the carrot farm, and those are going through up to these blocks, to the culinary generators. The carrots give off enough power to process, and I've got a redstone on and off, so I can literally turn the power off. So I can stop it producing power, or I can allow it to produce power. Yeah, like that one. Allow it to produce power and operate, which is good. And then that distributes the power through the cool looking stuff. I know I didn't need to use these wooden posts, but I thought it was cool to make it look like that, so I did. Got it through to here. This is slowly but surely working on these. Thank you very much. Slowly but surely working on those, and that then brings it up to the final part. The final section is now installed. Let me fly. Final section is installed. Both outputs for the farms, once it's fed the culinary generators as priority, comes along to this hopper, because a hopper can literally be turned on and off. So I've got a lever that can turn the hopper off, so it won't allow anything to move from the hopper until I've got that turned on. So only then does it allow the produce from the farms to go into this drawer, which then allows this transfer node to take it to the feeding trough. And so the feeding can be controlled, the farms themselves can be controlled, and this cow production and sheep production and even chicken production in this rate, because seeds will eventually mount up and seeds will start coming through here as well. Well, they had a little breed. We're having a little breed. There we go. Starting to breed. Lots and lots of babies going down there. Cute. Boink. Lots and lots of baby sheep going downstairs. That means I'm getting lots and lots of mutton. Now, another thing that I wanted to do, really. This is all good. Lots of baby sheep. Yes. Awesome. But the thing eats too much. This Gormarellis eats too much, and I don't need it to make the mana, because if I'm not using this mana pool for anything, I don't want it just sitting full and all my meat gets burnt up by it and eaten up by it, and I seem to be losing some sheep through the gap somehow. There must be a little bit over here. It might be that they're falling onto here instead of falling through properly. Maybe they're moving slightly as they're falling through. Maybe I need to make this fencing go all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe it needs to be a full floor-to-ceiling kindergarten pen. Yes, for all these babies. But I do plan on having all the 16 different types of wool. So we've got white over here already. I'll have all the other colours of wool over here. We also occasionally get a poppy. And I think those poppies occasionally come from the iron golems. Maybe the iron golems have disappeared. I don't know. But they occasionally come to the iron golems anyway. And in order to stop this from feeding the Gormorellus all the time, I've decided to put another lever on here so I can restrict it so that it doesn't do anything. So, yeah. It will now refuse to pass on those potatoes or any meats from here. Which means I can build up a nice supply of meats. And when I need mana, I can just turn the hopper on. And the hopper will then allow things to go through. If you see, they'll allow things to go through and start generating mana. So I can turn it off, so it's no longer mana producing. The system can be turned off in multiple different places, as we all like, and is server friendly. And that is about it really, because I've done everything over here now that I need to do for this particular episode. I was experimenting a little bit with the farming, the auto farming, and that was important to me. Because now I can start auto farming the actually addition stuff like canola, because you can make power from that, like diesel and stuff, diesel power. So I'm happy with this as it is now. I'm happy with the farms as they are now. I'm happy as it's running now. I'm happy that I can turn everything on and off when I need to now. I'm going to let it run for a little bit to do a little stockpiling. But that is all for today's episode of Quantus on the FTOG server. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Hope you're still enjoying things. I will be doing some more very soon. So thank you and goodbye.